Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully everybody's doing well. This is kind of a impromptu or impromptu live stream that I'm doing. Shout out to my man Tommy Barry. He put a link in the WhatsApp group to a story about a veteran out of San Antonio, Texas, and that really that really stuck with me. That story because I understand, and I want to put this out here, and I have the Veterans Crisis line up because uh, veteran suicide is serious. That's a real serious thing that happens to a lot of people, especially as we get into these holiday seasons. There's a lot of pressure on family, especially when you're ahead of the family. Things are not going well for you internally, and you don't have anyone you think you can turn and talk to understand what's going on with you. And it's unfortunate that the uh, the video I saw that Barry sent showed a young veteran, 33 years old, goes to a VA facility in San Antonio, Texas, and is so frustrated and don't know what to do or don't know where to turn as he's trying to get help from the Department of Veterans Affairs, takes his own life in the parking lot at the VA facility. Now, some are pointing out he could have called his crisis line, but we don't know what all was going on with that young veteran internally. We don't know. And the thing I wanted to say to you guys out there who are watching this, man, is if you are in crisis, I would hope, because we don't always think of this, and I don't think I do a good enough job. I don't think a lot of us who are influencers, if that's what you want to call us, or people who make these videos trying to help veterans weed their way through the VA system, is to show the importance of where you can reach out and talk to someone and talk to somebody about your problems. That's why I wanted to do this quick video. I'm not going to be on here very long, but I just wanted to put this out there for people to know there is somewhere you can call. There is. Whether you're talking online, whether you're texting, or whether you're calling and talking to someone directly, they're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm going to start doing this every single week. Every time I come on a live show, man, from now on, I'm going to stress the importance of the ability to contact someone when you're in crisis. Whenever you're in crisis, because it makes no sense to lose another veteran who feel that they cannot get help, the help that they need, to then decide to take their own life. As this young man was 33 years old. 33. 33 guys. Just started to live. And it got so bad for this veteran that he decided to take his own life. Brother, brothers and sisters, it should never, never come to that. And I've been in dark places myself. We've all been through stuff. We all have. And I'm very fortunate that I have family back home that also served in the military that I can reach out to about certain things. And they've reached out to me before about certain things that they've gone through in their life. Sometimes it takes talking to another veteran to understand because they've been there. They've gone through some things just like you have. They may not have served in the same area, but we all have been through things, guys. We all have. But it should never get to a point where you feel the only way you can get relief from this world or anything that's going on with you is to take your own life. That should never be an option. Never, never be an option. The thing I want to say today is, man, is if you are ever in that position, which I hope none of you all are ever in that position of contemplating taking your own life. If you have kids, think about your children. You got brothers and sisters, think about them. Your mom and dad is still alive. Your grandparents, think about your loved ones. You know, I understand there's a lot of pressure on people. There's a lot of internal pressure when you are the head of the family to be perfect, to be the strong one all the time, the one that no one sees that has issues. Whenever they talk about you, you're the rock. You're the one who has it together. And I understand that internally, you have a lot of pressure on you. You do, because you're the one everybody turns to. Rarely do they anybody hear about you going to someone and talking to someone. If you're married, talk to your spouse. You're in a relationship, talk to your partner. Or whoever is that person that you can lean on, talk to them. But contemplating trying to take your own life or even thinking about taking your own life is never the solution. If you're not getting help from the VA the way you think you should get help from the VA, your state offers help as well. Your state, whatever state you're in, there's a crisis line. Your city has a crisis line. There is no state or city in the United States of America that does not have a crisis line for you to call. If you can't get in the VA facility, if you don't have a VA clinic or hospital that is open, that has a 24-hour emergency care service, your state or your city has one, go check yourself in. If you can't find any other solutions, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't, go to your local police station, go to your local hospital. Somebody's going to help you. Somebody is willing to help you, but you got to go let them know what the problem is. If you don't feel like you can hold it together and you need to be checked in, you take your ass to the local hospital and say, you know what? I need to be put in a mental ward. I need help. Ask for help. The worst thing you can do, the absolute worst thing you can do is leave your family, your friends, and in tears, bro, wondering what happened. Why didn't you come to us? Why didn't you tell us? Talk to us. The kind of pain that leaves a family where you taking your own life and now your children, your brothers, your sisters, everybody's got to live with that because they're going to wonder, is it something I could have done? Is there anything I could have helped them with? And I get it, guys. I get it. Sometimes those demons are so bad, you just don't want to exercise them and talk to people, but you got to open your mouth. You got to do it. You got to do it. Now, for my brothers and sisters who are abroad, you may think that there is no number for you to call because normally once you tell them they're abroad, they normally say, we can't help you. But there is numbers right here when you are abroad. I'm going to leave this up here for a second. For those of you who watch this and later on, whatever you're going through, there are numbers. Regardless of where you are in the world, you also can call to get help. Now, they may not be able to do what they do in the States, which is get the local police or get the fire department or get the ambulance service to go pick you up, but they can talk to you. They can try to help you. So never feel that you can't get help. Never feel that you can't get help. Never. Don't ever feel that, ladies and gentlemen, that you cannot get help. There are always people out there who are willing to help, but it starts with you. If you don't let anybody know what's going on, they can't help you. You have to be able to communicate what is happening. And I know it's hard. Look, bringing up old memories about things that have happened in your life that you thought would never be a part of your life, that's terrifying to a lot of people because they don't want to lose control. And I get it. I get it. I understand. I truly understand. We've had times on this show, and Tommy knows what I'm talking about. We've had time. Look, we've stayed on after the show talking to someone because they were having issues. It doesn't hurt me, hurt anybody else. If you have somebody in crisis, ladies and gentlemen, talk to them. Let them know you care, man. Let them know that they're not alone. You're not alone in this world. You're not. You may think no one cares. That's not true. That is not true. It is not. So again, this is just something that was on my heart from when Barry showed me that video of that 33-year-old veteran in the VA parking lot in San Antonio, at the hospital in San Antonio, decided that his situation was so bad, the only way he could get relief from his situation was to take his own life. That should never, I'm gonna repeat this, never be an option. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, all veterans, that should never be an option. And I want to apologize to the veterans community because I myself have not been vocal enough in talking about this, sharing this information. We talk about a lot of things, benefits, and maybe this is getting cut and maybe this is going to get changed, but we don't talk enough about this. This is something that should be first on every program, and I'm going to make sure I show this first on every live stream moving forward. There's help out there, ladies and gentlemen, regardless of who you are, where you are, there is always help. You have to be the one to communicate. You have to be the one to communicate. Okay? So I apologize for not acknowledging people on, man, but I just wanted to get this out there. My apologies again for not being vocal with this. We're losing too many young men and women who served, who done nothing wrong, except they didn't communicate with whoever they needed to talk to at the time that may have made a difference. I don't know if it would have saved this young man or not, but I feel it's my obligation now moving forward to let veterans know, or let anybody know who watches my show, any of my content. If you're ever in crisis, there are always numbers, people out there who care, people out there who are willing to listen to whatever it is and try to help you. Okay? And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here this morning. You all have a good one, and may God bless you. Peace.